Perfect.
Yeah, let's wait till it.
Nothing makes me more excited than wine, guys. It's my favorite anchor offer that we have.
And speaking on that, babe, you guys, if it wasn't for wine, we wouldn't have been able to create a lot of things here. It actually solved a lot of things and gave us a direction and a focus that we could build all the supporting tools for. Just so you guys understand, technology is everything. Yeah.
It's my favorite thing for offer that we have.
Let's see. On that, babe. If you guys, if it wasn't for wine, we wouldn't have been able to create a lot of things here. Okay, go ahead, babe.
Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome to our DTCA wine training, a wine specialty, you guys. And what's wine? Wine's all about pairing, right? And tasting and learning how to educate your palate. And quick updates though, before we get started for the DTC ambassador training as well. We are still doing some training on Wednesday night. It's just going to be based upon the other part of DTCA, which is our education. So that will be there on Wednesdays again at 7:30 Central Time. And then we will do once a month, we'll do a wine and dine tasting or pairing family dinner, if you will, on a Thursday right before our other training. And the training on Thursdays is we're going back to basics, guys. We're starting all over again. We're kind of going to educate you guys on step 1, step 2, step 3, like all the different things, and kind of help push you guys forward. I just felt like it was really time to focus. We have so many new faces, so much new energy here that I just thought it was time to get back to that. So that'll be on Thursdays. Don't miss it, you guys. We're having our top MSIs, our main people behind the scenes here that are successful in doing it full time. They're going to be part of the education there for you. So make sure you put it on your calendar for Wednesday, especially you can learn more about the education part of it. And then make sure that you put it on your calendar for Thursdays. And then our wine and dine the next one will be April 6th. And I believe I said, what did we say? That's 7 Central. I think it's 7 Central, April 6th, right before the other training. Correct me if I am mistaken. I don't think I am, but correct me if I am. And then on Saturdays, we'll still have this, but we're going to focus a little bit more I wanted you guys, everyone here to kind of really get to a deep dive in our wine, the wine of our Wine of the Month Club that we have and we offer. And you guys, it is our #1 anchor offer for a reason. Rory calls it a seat at the table. We also call it liquid art. It is amazing. And it's boutique wine, specialty wines. We just really, really love it. It's, I always start with every call like, hi, my name is Tanya and I love wine. I'm a wine person. I just feel like there's never a reason not to have wine. So I really wanted to make sure that we got on here. We educated people with the pairings and tastings, because it's something, if you don't understand wine, let me just pare it down for you for just a second here. You learn by tasting. You have to taste, you have to pair. That's really the education that you're going to get there. That's the best education, is just to try it with different foods, because it is amazing, you guys, how the differences on tasting when you pair a wine with certain foods. It'll just enhance the wine in different ways and bring out different parts of the wine. So it's just such an amazing thing. And it's also wine is meant to be paired with food. It's meant to be a digestive as well. I mean, there's just, I can talk on and on, but we're going to get into the first part of the hour, which is going to be our pairings here. And we have Miss Jackie Bellavia is going to be a part of this, as well as Niall Eddy, 2 of our MSIs that are full-time here. They're going to be sharing their kitchens and pairings with you guys. So I don't know which one of you guys want to jump in, but take it away.
Jackie, are you there? All right, and we have.
I'm here, doll. I'm here, but we kind of did something a little different, Tanya, in light of time. And welcome, everybody. Niall and I are going to kick off this Saturday morning brunch. And Niall is actually going to be our chef today. He is going to be cooking and pairing one of our fabulous wines. And we always, to Tanya's point, we really want this focus around our wonderful wines and how to pair them. And so the wine today that we chose is one of our favorites. It is actually a food-friendly wine. What you're going to find out about this wine is that it is one of the best varietals. It is known, it is a light-skinned grape that actually originated in France, but is most notable these days. There you go, baby. Most notable in Napa. And so Niall is going to be pairing our Sauvignon Blanc. But, you know, us as marketers, I had to do something, Niall. I told you I was going to do something. So I did a little bit of research. And I swear, I just love this. It said that this type of wine is a sophisticated wine. Okay. And it's refreshing. It goes very well with a lot of different varieties of foods. And Niall is preparing a wonderful brunch for us this morning. But in terms and personality of this wine, it fits him to a T. Oh my God. This wine represents like, you are the alpha male, baby. You light up a room, you start the party, and I know that lovely lady in the kitchen with you absolutely loves you to death. And so we're so excited to have you cooking for us today, Niall.
Well, she's actually over in the command center. The only other person that's sat in that chair so far is Shar Hess. Dina's the second human being allowed in the command center over there. And I came out to the kitchen. I thought it was a great idea. This is 2023. Men love to cook. And I said, Dina, can I please cook this time instead of you cooking? And she allowed me to do that. So I'm happy. And what am I making, Jackie?
You are making eggs Benedict, your favorite, one of your family's favorites. And let me tell y'all something. I'm going to be posting his page. His page is dynamite about how he came to love that dish. So why don't you talk a little bit about that? How you going to pair it, brother?
So eggs Benedict's always been a go-to. It used to be like every Christmas, every Easter, I'd get up and make eggs Benedict for my kids. And then it just turned into an every weekend thing as the kids got older. Sunday mornings was like, oh, Dad, can you please make some eggs Benedict? And I was like, okay, great, fine. And I'm telling you, I used to make homemade hollandaise sauce. And then one day I picked up this because I wanted to make this streamline this process to be faster. That was probably, oh gosh, 10 years ago. I picked up a pack of Nora's hollandaise sauce mix, and it was just unbelievably easy. So we're going to take that mix and 1 cup of milk and a 1/4 cup of butter, and we're going to stick it in a saucepan, and you bring it to a boil. And as soon as you bring it to it, and you keep whisking the entire time, it comes to a boil. Then you lower the heat and let it simmer, and then just keep stirring and stirring and stirring until you get that thickness that you want, like that. Yeah. And that's
that
pretty
sauce
cool.
is going to pair fabulous with that citrus of that wine
Most
today.
people want to pair eggs Benedict because it's usually for breakfast with like a mimosa, right? And champagne and orange juice. But I even wrote on my page, eggs are not just for breakfast anymore. Eggs Benedict are certainly not just for breakfast anymore. This is a nice brunch, right? So because it's brunch time, what do I want to pair it with? A good Chardonnay would go with this, but also the Sauvignon Blanc. The Chardonnay or the Sauvignon Blanc, that crisp acidity and the cleanness of it is really going to make a big contrast for that creamy, sweet flavor of the yolk and the hollandaise sauce. So the pairing is perfect. I can't wait to do that either. So I already made the eggs Benedict, as you see. I got my sauce. I forgot my spoon. Be right back.
Get the bowl, get the big spoon, Niall, the big spoon.
No,
There
that'll be
you
good.
go, brother. There you go.
I put 1 big heaping spoon on each one. And if there's any left
I
over,
wish I was at your house.
Come on over.
I'll do the smell and the hey, Dina, I'm glad you're finally here, sweetheart.
Yep, I'm here.
But
It's-
yeah, if you let me cook today, I know how much you love it in the kitchen too. There. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Ooh,
Mhm. Can you see it?
beautiful.
So
It
I
is
got
beautiful.
My
It
English
is.
muffin. I toast them and I smother them in butter because I love every little cranny inside that English muffin, soaked in butter, and it gets a little soft too on the inside. And then my Canadian bacon, right? I warm it up in the frying pan and I just lay it on there. Then you could poach eggs, or you could just do it the simple way. The way my kids loved it, and that's a sunny side up or over easy. As long as you got a nice big fat yolk, you're not going to lose all that yolk. Don't overcook it. The yolk's a big part of it. And then the holiday sauce. As you see, after Tanya started talking, I started making this. The ingredients are in there, but I just turned the heat up, and I have 4 halves over there, and I have enough left in there for probably 2 or 3 more. 4 minutes, the holiday sauce is done. I'm gonna pair it. Now, I thought about this too. I had both these bottles sitting here. The Tanya Rosé, that's a beautiful sweet crisp wine too. That would have paired great with the eggs, with the yolk and the holiday sauce. I chose to go with the Morton News. Just a little bit stronger, a little bit cleaner, and just and not as sweet, right? So I'm gonna pour. Hey, I had this in the refrigerator, and I took it out. How long did I take it out before I opened it and checked your report?
Well, you took it out about 15 minutes because you don't want your whites to be too cold, guys. A lot of people think that you put them in the refrigerator and then you just immediately serve them, and you don't. You need to take your whites out and let them sit on the counter for about 15 minutes and let them, pour them in your glass and let them open up, and then they are perfect to pair. And I believe that is what wine Niall did this morning, and it's going to be delicious. But I'm telling you, I read his page this morning. I got so excited about drinking this crispy Sauvignon Blanc. I just wish I was there with him to share in that breakfast. But Dina, you need to eat that breakfast, baby.
Listen, guys, don't try to eyeball it. This is one thing. Use your measuring cups. Exactly 1 cup of milk for that packet, and exactly 1/4 a cup of butter. Follow directions. Once you read the directions once, it's simple, but it has to be done just right. It's so easy to overcook hollandaise sauce, get it too thick, or get that burnt taste to it. You don't want that. But this is my favorite dish, and I think it's a perfect pairing. But don't take my word for it. I'm gonna have somebody else taste test and tell me how well it is.
Absolutely. Dig in, Dina.
How you like her new dress jacket? From the margarita. There you go.
Oh, I love your dress.
Isn't that nice?
That's darling.
Except the martini glass is upside down. I can't handle that.
I love that. I love it.
All right,
So
having a little bit of wine first.
stick your nose in the glass. Take like 2 or 3 good deep breaths and get all that aroma inside of it, because it's gonna start. So
Yep, here we go.
what stands out about that?
I like the dryness of it, and
Clean.
it's crisp and clean, but not too dry.
That's why we call it crispy, Dina. That's a crispy Sauvignon Blanc, baby.
That Eggs Benedict.
5-star restaurant.
5-star restaurant.
All right. Gotta be the nice butter.
Oh, it pulls the hollandaise sauce out a lot.
With the butter in the sauce, I bet it would pull a lot of the citrus
Yeah,
flavors to make it
Yeah.
match. Yeah.
like he said, the butter in those crevices of that English muffin is delicious.
I bet it is. It would go straight to my hips, but it sounds like, I tell you, I read his page like 3 times. I'm like, damn, I want this. It sounds delicious. And the way that he formulated how, he tied in that it was a family favorite and how the kids really want that. It's not just a treat like at Christmas or Thanksgiving. It's an anytime meal now. And I really, really enjoyed that. And how he also, brought in that you could take different types of wines to pair with that, but why he chose the white. And just so y'all know, the nickname for, and I just love this wine. I've been researching it all morning, but the nickname for this wine is actually called, and I'm probably going to say this wrong, so I don't know where Rory and Tanya is, but it's called Poulet. And Poulet is short for Poulet sur Lier. And that is because that is where this wine originally came from in southern France. But I love the meaning of poulet because poulet means that you are strong, okay? And the strong plus with the blanc meaning white, that's where they came to be with the names of the wine. And then as I did some more research and found out that while it did originate over in France, one of the most notable varietals comes out of Napa. So we are very blessed to have that. And guys, just like Tanya was alluding to, these are fine wines. These wines are cultivated with care. These wines are not rushed. Our wines they stay in the barrels for as long as they need to stay in the barrels until they are ready. We have a committee, Rory, Tanya, Peter, and Peter's mother that actually go out to our winery, which, by the way, by being a member of the club, we are partners with them in the club, but they go out every 90 days to test to see what is ready. And they do not take that wine from being fermented naturally until that wine is ready. And so that is something you need to know, because something else that I discovered, and I always was of the opinion and even talked to my doctors at length about how red wine has many benefits. And I think now you have talked about this before, where red wine really has a lot of health benefits. Well, let me help you out. White wine, when cultivated properly and fermented naturally, actually has many benefits with the antioxidants in the wine, which possibly helps your heart, your lungs, your blood sugar, and it fights off the common cold. So the last time I went to my doctor, y'all will get a kick out of this. My sister has macular degeneration, right? And so I was worried about, could I get that? Was it hereditary? And we started talking about wine. So for those of you who think you can't have a glass of wine a night, my doctor told me to be sure and have a glass of wine every night, and it would help my eyes. So guess what? Cheers to me, but I'm having it at 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning.
I'm gonna start drinking more, Jackie. I'm gonna start drinking even more, guys.
So Tanya, that's what we have today. We had a little bit of education. Niall did a fabulous. I love his page.
Wow, that looked amazing.
I'm telling you that page that
and I just tried the pairing. Oh my goodness.
I really want you to kind of share, Niall, the taste with how the wine changes, because that's what I really want to impress that upon everybody, because it does change. If you think you don't like a varietal, you just have not had it properly, right?
Before this one's got that crisp. It's a little bit bolder, right? Not quite the Chardonnay, but it's a little bit bolder and crisp. As soon as I put the hollandaise sauce in my mouth and mellowed the wine out a little bit, getting closer to the Moscato almost, because it's hollandaise sauce. And then the hollandaise, the wine just made the hollandaise sauce pop in my mouth. That's one of my favorite things to eat. It's egg Benedict. So, that's my favorite breakfast. And I even said on my page, Tanya, as we travel around the world, everywhere I go, I don't care how many stars a restaurant has, I order eggs Benedict. And whether or not that eggs Benedict is good enough is whether or not I come back to that hotel.
Right. I know that well, you guys. I happen to travel with that man, so I know.
If they don't make a good eggs Benedict, I have no reason to return. We'll get a room somewhere else.
Yep. Well, thank you guys so much. Jackie, did you put his page in the chat?
I did. I posted his page, and y'all, I'm telling you, I've read it 3 times. it really, no, you did a fabulous job on that. I mean, he started out, just this was a, a special account, but then when you start to read it, it just captures you of how really that's a special dish. But with your family, but how you tied the wine into that. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I did. Thank you. So yes, Tanya, I did share that.
Thank you, Jackie. Don't you just love her personality, y'all? And she's asking me how to pronounce French things, in case you didn't know. She's from Louisiana. She's up on me on that.
You sounded good. That's what it sounded like. But when I couldn't tell you when I did that, I was reading it when it said that it was a sophisticated wine and it was an alpha male. I'm like, oh, Hail Mary, we in the house today, baby. We got him all up in the house. So
worked well.
Was that about flavor of the earth? I guess that's going to make the Sauvignon Blanc and that Pinot Noir. That's your favorite.
And Jackie, as he wrote that page last night in about 30 minutes, he kept reading it, and he didn't edit it much at all. He just wrote, and he was just talking out loud, and I'm sitting there watching him do it, and it just came very natural for him.
That's the best writing though. That is the best writing because it came from his heart. It did. Yeah. And you can tell when you're reading the page.
The first thing she said when I got to the bottom was, oh my God, you got 2 green lights already.
This is a testimony right here, you guys, because Niall doesn't like to write. The man thinks he can't write. And so, and Jackie I think you hit it the nail on the head, was he wrote from his heart, right? That's all
he did.
So that's all you need. It's right from your heart. That, emotion sells. It's what and it shares, and it really connects you with people. And that's what we're here. It's what we're all about, is sharing that emotion. And especially wine. Wine is it's that magical thing that really helps pair your emotions, your best meals. And what are all of our celebrations based upon? It's around food, right? Or cake. And pairing that with wine, even the better. I mean, you remember those things. I remember the wine that I had at my kid's wedding, I remember what we toasted with. I remember all those things. And also I just feel like it's just such a celebratory thing. And it can even be that you guys, you can use it to have a glass of wine Monday night, that you celebrate Easter by Monday. It can be just any little thing that you want. But guess what? I find with this job, when I quit working in the finance industry, you guys, and I got to work here full time, I found that I didn't dread my Saturday nights anymore. And that's what this is all about, finding something that helps. We can share, and we can build our wallets as well as share something and have that excitement for the next day. And I don't think that's talked about a lot, but I have excitement now. And Jackie just retired from her job, and we have a similar background in all kinds of ways. But but it's that thing, you guys. It was such a stressful industry that we were in. I don't know. I know you feel the same way, Jackie.
I do. It was like, I think it was a godsend, because it was just like the pressure just went away. And it's like, okay, now you can focus on and do what you really have wanted to do for the last, 10 years. And now you can really focus on it. And it's refreshing, and not to have to worry with that, But this is fun, y'all. This is a lot of fun. The people that you meet here, and I say it all the time when I'm talking to folks, I would have never had the opportunity to meet the people globally and really connect and have solid, solidified relationships. I mean, I say it all the time. I met Roy and Tanya by mistake. I was no more supposed to meet Roy and Tanya or Niall or Stacy. It was a divine intervention that we're here, and it is a big, huge family. So embrace it. Do we know it all? Hell no. I'll tell you a little story. 2 years after doing this, I was talking to Roy Rickard, and I said, "Oh, I think I figured it out, and I can tell everything about this." And he said, "Well, I'm glad you figured it out in 2 years, because it's taken me 30. Ding, ding, ding. It's a constant learning. But what he and Tanya have given us is a platform in which to learn and grow. And it all works together. It's like a big change. It's not one thing. So embrace it and enjoy it. And most of all, get to drink wine on Saturday morning during brunch. I love it.
What's funner than
Well, I
that?
didn't know if you wanted to talk a little bit about the club, Tina. I didn't know if you were going to save that for the, guys, this is kind of we kind of wanging this here to see how we're going to do this Saturday morning brunch, but I think it's going like you wanted it to go, ma'am.
It is. It's going well.
So, Tanya and Jackie, thank you for letting me participate in the first afternoon. What are we going to call it? RRR247 brunch?
It's gonna be the Saturday wine tasting brunch, baby.
There we go.
R. I gotta say triple R because now says Jackie, don't say RRR, say triple R. Says triple R.
No more pirates.
Getting it.
Well, thank you for letting me participate and cook that eggs Benedict and share with everybody. I love you both, love you all. But guess what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna shut this camera off and go eat that eggs Benedict.
You go ahead, baby, and enjoy, Dina. Thank you. You did great. And I love your page.
Okay.
So
Well,
there you have it.
There you
I
go.
think we got you to the hour for you to do the last 30
Yeah,
minutes.
no, you're fine. You can stay on too, Jackie. It's totally fine. We wanted to wing it. This is the first one. So I was going to share my screen and kind of walk you guys through the back office a little bit. I thought that would be good. Just want to make sure that I have the right account. Rory, are you available? I don't know. He might be getting ready for the next bit.
Oh, I'm here.
All right. Is the test account, is that's set up, right? So I can.
Oh, you're gonna go into yeah, I think.
I'll message you and see if this is the right.
Well, while y'all are doing that, we did forget. We always like to hear from Roy, but I'm sure he'll pipe in here. I know he's busy trying to get ready for the marathon, but we always like to hear from him too. We didn't want to forget you, brother.
Well, I'm not. I know it's you guys are doing awesome though.
I messaged you the name, or is that the right one to use? So I just want to walk them through the back office a little bit. Just want to share you guys all the love. We have.
Hey, Dave.
Is that the right one? I think it is. Anyway, sorry guys, this is the first time, so there's going to be a few little kinks in here, but we'll get it going.
Hey, it shows that we're human. That's part of it. It's growth, and we wing it. But you know what? It happens.
Yeah. Well, we like to have things pretty planned out. I think you can show that one, babe. I don't know if it has the. Yeah, you can show that one.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen then, y'all. Share screen. Let's do this, baby, as Jackie says.
You said that pretty good, sis. I'm gonna get you getting that draw before long.
I want to point out some stuff on here as we go into this part of the training. We have our Crush It fermentation and aging promotion. That's actually going to be changing to a different name, and the points are staying the same. And as we launch this brain food thing, additional ways to earn points are going to be part of that. It's all part of this is a reward system for the whole RRR platform. So we're going to be changing the name on it. The DTC ambassador, that's under our umbrella. Clearly, it's this is a point system to reward the efforts of the leadership and the things that need to go on for people to build their business. But it's a way to also earn that travel cash so you can come to our live events. And there's some morphing happening. It's freaking incredible. I'm just going to keep saying this. Get your passport.
And I also want you guys, you have to realize we're changing things up a little bit here because we in different partnerships and things with the wine. So there's going to be some really fun Grand Cru dinners and things happening in the near future. So if you are a Grand Cru, rewards and fun things are going to come your way.
Look at you set this out early.
I know I'm gonna share a little. I'm gonna do a pull of Rory and kind of overshare it. I'm not supposed to share, right, Jackie? But even on the even at the next meeting, we have a meeting coming up in May, and we'll have the Grand Cru. We'll get to sit in the front, baby. So if
I'll
you're
be front row center, honey.
I'm trying to get Jackie's accent going. Isn't it gorgeous? Anyway, I love that Louisiana accent. But yeah, so just if you guys aren't a Grand Cru, let me explain really quickly what that is. If you don't know, it means you're a wine snob. like me. Short, sweet, to the point. You're a wine snob. You like it all. That's what's really amazing is when we go out to dinner, we love to try. We always look at the wine list, but honestly, I'm going to tell you, our wines are right up there with those top selling wines. They really, really are. But anyway, but we have some exciting things coming and happening, and be available to go to any of the meetings that we have, because it's all one big family, right? The RRR, we have our Bella Vita anchor, but our wine here, we have our education, all the different things that we have. When we get together, we do it all. Like we usually add on to the Bella Vita events right now because it just makes sense. It was really hard to get everybody to travel to 2 events in September, so we're changing a few things up to make it easier for you guys to make the events. But try to make the events. I know as the year goes on, we might have like little ones here and there, but a little like get-togethers. But especially this one here in May now, it's going to be Rory and I hands-on. So if you really want to get together with everybody, I tell everybody this is our water cooler time, right? We don't have an office that we go to. This is our office. This is when we go. It's that camaraderie, that energy that we get to play off of each other. Talk about our successes or maybe even our failures, because we learn from those, right? No, the only way you can truly fail, in my opinion, is by quitting. Because look at Jackie, she said she's been here for 10 years, right? And she finally retired to work here full time. So it's not about instant success. It's about building that success and continuing and improving and growing. And you can go as fast as you want to go. Her hands were tied because she was working a 60-hour-a-week job. So, she did what she could. But that's what we do here. We're just here to love on you and be a part of a family until you're ready to be more full-time, or even if you ever want to just be part-time, it's okay. We're here to love on you. But I did want to just walk you guys through the backup. So let me share my screen again. And I'll just real quickly here, share. Let's see if we can do it. Here we go. Can you all see it now? Jackie, you can see my screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This is a tester account here, y'all, so I can share with you guys. But I don't know if you guys can see this. I want to point this out. So we have a competition going. We always have different things going on. And if you look over here on the side, you can see that this is the Crush It, the aging promotion. Those are all points without any extra points being added. Those are all sign-up points, my friends. Everyone there is sign up. Those are sign-up points. Oh, I am months behind, I will admit, months behind adding all the extra unboxings and the sharing, which will be happening here as soon as I've been with family right now, but as soon as I get back with Rory next week, I will be focusing on getting all those caught up. So this is going to jump. So keep an eye on that in your back office and kind of see how that progresses here. And you should see some of your points. Also, please make sure that you guys, when you guys do a ticket, don't ever do it for points. Just ask what was that, Niall? Did you say something? I don't know. Anyway, just ask your instructor and we'll get through it, because make sure you're on the sheet there, because a lot of points are added manually. The points that come here are only the points for sign up points. So if you're assigning somebody up and sharing, that's what you're going to see there. But I did want to just share with you guys again. Let me just move this over my screen here. This is Rory likes to call this the hamburger. I don't know why. I guess it's easy. It looks like a hamburger, I guess. But this is where all the fun stuff happens. If you click down on that, you can see all of the different areas. So when people have any questions, this is why I wanted to do this the first time, y'all, because this is where 99% of the questions always come from. And you can find almost everything here in this little section here. The vortex, if it's not here in this marketing area, you haven't paid for it that month. As soon as you cancel, it goes away. So if you haven't paid for your vortex, it's not going to be there. So when people ask me it's not showing up and I go look, it's because they canceled it or they haven't paid for it that month, and that's why it's not there, because it will be there no matter what. And I know Rory's going to be doing more training on that particular area as well. So stay tuned for that. Now your commissions, it's all right here, baby. This is all everything. This is your earnings, your binary volume, your wallet, everything. So if you're going to look at in your wallet, that's when you can see like your payment, when you get paid and things like that. It's all going to be right there. So you can also see if you look on this first screen, I'll go back to the wallet in a second, but you can see right down here, 3 free process. It'll tell you when you're going to get the next month free. So if you have one customer, it'll be a green, and it'll tell you after the 3 months, the second month, the second one will be green. And then the third month, the third one will be green, which meaning you'll have your wine for free that month, and it'll start back over. So this will kind of tell you your process here. So that's really important because I get a lot of questions on that. And y'all, if you aren't getting your wine for free, it's because your customer didn't pay. So let's be ahead of your business. Because when I ever get people saying I should get my wine for free, I should have my wine for free, and I go investigate, one, I need to know the customer's names, but I can see they haven't bought wine for a couple months or whatever, and that does set things on hold, right? It's only if they pay do you get it. So we definitely want you to have your wine for free. So reach out to your customers and make sure that everything's going well with their wine. Make sure that they're signed up, that their credit card's processing. Have them log in and check everything. Make sure it's smooth. We have updates, and as we have updates, things are going to need to be updated there. So also, let's go into the Smart Ship right here. This is where you're going to, if you want a custom case, it's right here. So if you like a particular wine and you want a particular wine, this is where you go. If you're a Grand Cru and you want to get Grand Cru wines too, I think we're adding that here. I'm pretty sure we're going to be adding that here. And then your Smart Ship is here. And I want to click onto this. I don't have a Smart Ship enabled because this is a tester account. So let's enable it, shall we? Oh, they can't, because I have to edit my billing. So I guess I can't share with you guys here, but this is where, if you're going to edit your Smart Ship, if you get that little red bar that gives you a problem, this is where you need to update your billing information. Now I'm going to say this right now because 99% of the problems that I get from people are the shipping or the errors with shipping. And this is where you update it. Okay, for shipping. You have there's another place here. If you look at the top up here, it's under your account, and that is for like your Vortex system and all that. But if you want the wine, it's right here. This is where you're getting the wine. So what you need to do is make sure every number. So when people say it's not working for me and I can go look and see, it's like the code, the 3-digit code or 4-digit code, that's off by one number. A lot of times the card number has been entered incorrectly, or then the billing zip code is wrong. So I just say wipe everything out and re-enter everything. Okay. And then the system is programmed to retry your card the next day. So it will automatically just retry it the next day. So I can't go in, like if you guys submit a ticket, hi, I'm the one that answers those. I'm pretty current right now. I have about 16 left to answer, and I'll get those done today. But if you have an issue, it's here. This is where it's going to be. So that's where you can look. Now, if I go back over here and I look at your order history, this is where you can see it'll list right here what you've paid for. Okay, so any wine that you've paid for will be listed here, and then the tracking numbers will be in here. But let me say something real quick. When we switched partners and we kind of changed the branding of the wine from the former name to the DTC ambassador, some of this stuff was put on hold until the licensing was corrected. We want to make sure we do everything legal, and with alcohol in the US, we have to have legalized licensing. So everything's kind of put on hold just a little bit. We explain that. We try really hard to be very open and aware with everybody and let you know what's going on. So we shared that with you guys, but it didn't automatically send wine for some people for some reason. So if the wine isn't sent, I'm not aware of it. Just submit a ticket and I will investigate and see what's going on and try to get you your wine as soon as possible. This also applies with we have a couple of areas I want to make sure that you guys are aware of. If you're in Hawaii or Alaska, to save you guys on shipping, you're billed monthly, and then when you have a full case, which is 3 months, it ships out. So I've had several people that have just signed up that have said, I haven't got my wine for 2 months. It's because it's waiting for that 3rd month purchase. So you have the full case. It saves you guys quite a bit of money on shipping. So we're trying to make sure that we're saving you on shipping. But if you're worried about the unboxing, because I had a ticket on that one, we're going to give you the 3 months for that case. I'll give you the points for the unboxing for 3 months, as long as you're sharing it properly, right? We're going to be fair. We're going to, especially with Canada as well, because Canada wasn't getting their wine for a little bit. So if they weren't doing the unboxings, I still have you on the sheet to add points. I just haven't done it yet. So sorry, guys. Please have patience with me. I'm trying to. This wasn't a priority yet, so I haven't been able to get to that. But I will be, like I said, in the next couple of weeks, I'll be getting caught up. So this is all where that's at. So if you guys are interested, you're wondering like why, especially like I said, if you're in Alaska or Hawaii, that's why you need to have that full case purchase, and it'll be here. Now, the other state I wanted to mention was Alabama. Alabama is slow. They just are. Everything has to be done hand done. I have to do hand forms, and I do them personally every month. And it just gets sent out. And sometimes, for some reason, the tracking number will not update in the back office. and that's okay. So what I'm going to try to do is add the tracking. There's only about, I think about 5 or 6 of you from Alabama. I'm going to try to have a reminder to add that tracking number onto your Trello card so that y'all can see that, or give it to your instructor. Because I don't, so that you guys can have your tracking so you can see when it's delivered to the ABC store. So yeah, that's the issue there. We're trying, it's just slow. And I also want to make you guys aware that wine is going to start now, especially in Arizona, where it's hot, hot, hot. They're going to start being shipped through a refrigerated truck, which means, you guys, once it leaves our warehouse, I do not have any control over how long it takes to get there. So when I get messages like, hey, it shipped, 3 weeks ago, where's my wine? It's on its way. It'll even show back here. If you click on your tracking to look at it, it'll just show printed because it's left UPS and gone to the refrigerated trucking system. But once it goes back to the UPS, it will update in here and show out for delivery. So you just have to keep an eye on that. I just want to educate you guys on some stuff so that it'll save you some worry and heartache. But if there is issues and things that you need help with, let me know that. I mean, obviously that's what we're here for. But I do ask that you only submit 1 ticket at a time. I really would appreciate that instead of multiple, because some tickets take me up to an hour to resolve. So it does take time, and I do want to make sure that I can get the help to you guys as quick as possible. So yeah, so this is where all that goodness is from. Did you want to say something, Roy? I can see you.
Oh, you're doing awesome. I just I wanted to point out that there's going to be some, we're always working to make things better. And you brought this thing with the shipping. That's our biggest problem, is people want to know where their wine is. That's how awesome the product is. But remember, it's perishable goods. We have an insurance thing, and you guys, our wines are expensive, right? So when there's a damage to it, the carrier is responsible because of the insurance thing. They actually do not like shipping wine because of this. So they're going to protect it and get it. They want it out of their hands as soon as possible, but without damage. We've had such few damages, and and there's a claim process that we go through. And these are all things that are going to be, patiently and done, because obviously, if you think about it, UPS they're on the hook for a lot of wine, and expensive wine. So we have to do the right process. It's not like a $20 item, right? So just keep that in mind. Patience is key, and we always make it right. But also, as we're doing this, you guys, nobody handles their wine business like we do. Nobody does. And we're really proud of what we do on it. And, just make sure everybody just understands that. But you know what? I get it when they don't, you want that wine, you're excited to have it. I look forward to ours. So I totally understand the passion behind that. And that's a good thing. And just know we get it. We more than get it. We live that too. So
we want you to have your wine. Trust me, we
Yes.
really do. But also, with that being said, you guys, you have to really mind the business there, because if you're not there and you don't get it and it's sent back, it is returned damaged because it hasn't been sent properly and all that. So, and we do not resend those out. We don't want to send out damaged wine to somebody else. So that's an expense that was so when people say, just reship it to me, we can't just reship. The wine's been damaged now. And we also have new tracking. So please, new shipping, that's expensive. You guys know you pay for it. So you see that. So I just want you guys to please be very conscious of this. When we do allow reships for certain reasons, but it's just, we would really appreciate if you guys would just very mind your wine when it's being delivered, make sure you're aware of it and you set it up properly. We'll go back. I can't show because in the Smart Ship, though, is where you can put your wine on hold. There is a section at the bottom there. Well, it will bill you, but it won't ship until you're ready. So like if you're moving or you're going to be on a vacation, but you still want to get the wine, but you just don't want it shipped yet, you just can check that box and it will hold it for you. Now you just need to submit a ticket to me when you get back home and you're ready. And just tell me my shipping address, I've verified my shipping address and I'm ready for it to be sent to me. I'll go in and see what you've paid for, what we haven't shipped, and make sure we get it all sent off to you. So that's how you do that. There's sadly, there's no magic button that says, okay, they're back now. They've unchecked that. Let's send them the wine. So I just do need you to submit a ticket and let me know that it was on hold. You've moved. Now it's ready to be sent to you. Or you're on vacation, you're home now. Yes, Jackie.
I wanted to say something, Tanya, because, guys, it is all about relationships, right? And we want to get the wine to you as quickly as we can. Roy and Tanya just said, unmessed up or whatever. Make a relationship with the person that is delivering your wine. And what I mean by that is I have my ups guy on speed dial. I have tracked him down in Dallas when I knew I wasn't going to be home. You can track your shipment. I drove and found him in another neighborhood so that I could get my wine. So make that relation, it's kind of like interactive. Yes, we're doing everything as a company to get the wine to you. Trust me, refrigeration, which costs money, trying to get it to you on time. Some states are just funky and weird. Okay. Thank God Texas isn't that way. But the more you make that relationship, I can guarantee you, if he ain't on my route and somebody else is, you can bet your bottom dollar they know, do not screw up 6409 Eagle Nest because she's going to be calling me. I got the man's direct cell phone number. I ain't missing my wine.
That's how
So I'm just saying, there's way, give him a snap. Hell, give him a snap. Give him a bottle of wine. Whatever it takes. Make sure you get your damn wine. But it kind of takes you to do that interaction. Just saying. Sorry, Tanya, but I'm just being honest.
It's true. I don't think people realize though that, we do everything we can, but we cannot, like I said, once it leaves our facility, we don't have no control over it.
You lose control. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I can't control when it's sent to you, where it's sitting, if it's been detained, if there's been a snowstorm. You guys, I got like 30 tickets for a snowstorm. And I'm like, y'all, I don't know. It's sitting in the warehouse, but at least it's cold. I don't know what to tell y'all. But, we're coming out of that.
Guess what? My ups man, my brown truck man, he's a friend on my Facebook too. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, ours will text us. Your wine's ready coming your way.
Absolutely. Or he texts and he says, I have your wine on the truck. This is no lie. I have your wine on the truck. Are you home today? Well, no, I ain't gonna be home till 5:30. I got you. I'll be there at 6.
That's amazing.
Seriously.
That is amazing. That is amazing. I don't know if they're all going to do that, but that's awesome if you can get that. Try. They're just
it's called
people, right?
relationship building. That's what we do. We're marketers. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll shut up now. I'm going to go back.
Correct. No, that's what we are. We are marketers, right? So yeah, anyway, I think that's basically what I wanted to cover there in the back office, just to share that with you guys. Next time we'll kind of do a little bit more, a little more education maybe. I'm going to one of these times we'll have our IT on here. So for those of you, so you guys, like I wanted to say for the billing issues, 99.9% of the time it is user error. There's only in all of the years that I've been helping with the back office issues, I've only had one person that it wasn't their issue. One. And it ended up being their issue. It's just something that we tweaked a little something, but it was really that they had to call the bank. So yeah, you just know that it's not, we don't have a magic reset button or anything like that. So I always ask that if you guys mind your business, if someone that's not getting their wine, I mean, reach out to your customers, reach out to your members. How's your wine? Do you need help with re-entering any of your payment information? Is the shipping going well? Or touch base with them. And especially all the top leaders, GSIs and up, have access to me. If they need immediate help with something, they can contact me right away. So
that's a really good point. You guys, we have this world, there's a lot more fraud and online fraud. And so there's parameters. And if someone's expiration date's off, they're going to have to re-enter the whole card again to prove that they really want to get the wine. And it's any product. They don't just loosely say, oh, your customer wants it, we send it through. There's been too many bad actors in the industry of online sales. And you guys, there's more sales online than offline now. We've crossed the barrier. So in case you guys didn't know, that's the way of things. But they have to put fraud parameters in there. So, if you see your customers order didn't go through, odds are it was just one time it didn't work through. And because of the way we're set up with the banks, the way that they operate now, they need to go re-enter their information in the Smart Ship Manager, not the account manager, in the Smart Ship Manager for wine. All wine is in that. That's the credit card for that particular thing. Okay. They have to re-enter the information in again. and then it resets it to process. But they have to do that in a certain way that we can prove that they really want it, not just us tricking or updating the system. It's just where things are at. So, fortunately, most of us want our wine. We really do want our wine, and it's worth the effort to do that, but it's the way that we have to go forward. And there's nothing we can do to change it. It's a bank thing.
Yeah, it's a bank issue. That's why I did say that to guys. So there's just absolutely nothing we can do because I don't have access to log in. Just so you guys know, nobody has access to enter information back there other than you. I can't even see your credit cards. We've done it to protect you all. So we can't see that information. It's not available to us. It's only available to you guys. So we can't re-enter any of that. So if you submit a ticket to me, I literally cannot help you. That's why I say, please get with your instructor, have them do a screen share and help walk you through it. Because I literally cannot do it. But I want you to get your wine. Trust me on that. I want you to be happy and healthy and be sharing in the love. So I'll do everything.
Take care of your eyes. Take care of your eyes. Drink a glass of wine a night, baby.
Yeah. So I guess you got to go back and forth between red and white. So glass each. I don't know. One, the white for your eyes and the red for your heart. You'll be good. So in that case, let me share with you guys again where you can get custom cases.
You can get 6.
4 bottles a month isn't gonna cut it, friends. You're gonna need more than 4 bottles a month. But anyway.
I love you, Tanya.
I love you too, Miss Jackie. All right, guys, we are going to stop. Rory, do you want to stop the live? And I'm going to give a few minutes for y'all to stretch your legs because we're going to go into the next training.
The next training, we're not going to be recording or on the live because it's our RV marketing training. So if you're on YouTube and you're watching this right now,